On this week's episode of The Fizz, we are back finally after a month hiatus of poor scheduling and I don't know, just us being complete idiots. We apologize, but we appreciate all of you coming back and listening. You know, sometimes we do these absolutely unexplainable, silly hiatuses, and we're not proud of them. We don't like it, but we appreciate you guys coming back to listen to our bullshit week in and week out, whether we're here or not. We're going to get back on track. We're going to line things up and do this every week for you guys because you guys deserve it. Thank you for being here and sticking with us for over 200 episodes. So on this show, we talk about where the hell we were for a month. We catch up about the Lions, the Tigers, the Pistons, the Red Wings, all of it. U of M-MSU this weekend. We talk about Pizzo's bachelor party. It's a good show. We appreciate you being here. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you about our amazing sponsor, which is Antonio's Cucina Italiana, located in Dearborn Heights, Farmington Hills, Canton, and Livonia. And then their flagship original location, Roman Village in Dearborn. Guys, this is my favorite Italian food in the world. Family owned, over 60 years. The Ruggiero family has worked hard preparing fresh, authentic Italian dishes. It includes sauces, soups, stuffed pastas, and their hard work has paid off with award-winning pizzas, calzones, and of course, their famous baked bread. I'm telling you, if you want to mix it up, go into an NFL watch party, grab one of their calzones from their restaurant. Don't bring a pizza, bring a steak and cheese calzone. You will be the hit of the party. They are delicious. They are so good. I want one for dinner tonight. You can do this for date night, do a carry out, bring the family. It's a great family style restaurant. You guys are going to love it. So go check out Antonio's and Roman Village because they are awesome. But now let's get into the Fizz. Hello and welcome to episode 202 of the Fizz. Thank you all for joining us. We are back. I am here with the main men, Channy Football, ice cold Brulu after a full month hiatus. Boys, how we doing?
This is the allure of the Fizz. You never know when we're coming. You never know when we're going. We go 30 straight weeks in the off season. We miss a month in season. This is why we keep you on your... There's only one podcast that does this, and that's us. Coming, going, here, there. We're back, boys. I'm fucking fired up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you know, it's a mystery, boys. It is October. We keep the mystery. We keep the suspense alive here at the Fizz. The boys are back in action. We were down. It sounds like we were down bad after the bachelor party. We weren't down that bad to miss 4 weeks, but I mean, we were down bad for a little bit. That might be a little bit exaggerated on the 4-week layoff. However, we're not worried about the past. We keep moving forward. The train keeps rolling. Let's rock it out.
Yeah, so 1 month off, we are allergic to growth. That's what happens. We gain momentum, we start building a following, and then, we're like, you know what, month off. Let's take a fucking month off. We left all the listeners hanging in the lurch. We left them for the result of Ice Cold Brulu's bachelor party. Everyone assumed everyone died on the bachelor party, safe assumption. We left everyone in the lurch for the Tigers playoffs, the start of the Red Wings season. Showed back up for Pistons. We left in the middle of a great run for the Lions. So I'm going to say sorry. We apologize. Just want to reiterate, no excuses being made here. We couldn't find it in the last 3 weeks, but here we are. We're back, and we're going to keep this thing on the tracks for as long as we can. I literally can't believe we didn't miss a single week in summer, and then fall hits, and we're just like, no.
Well, let's be fair. The Tigers played 8 playoff games, and I think 7 of them were at our normal recording time during the week, which Champagne can't take an hour and a half off during a Tigers game to not follow a live Tigers event. So 2, I'm going to account for. That's the MLB fucking us and the Tigers getting the raw end of the stick on the scheduling. Last week, hand up, we were busy, couldn't get the schedules together. But like Lou said, we're here now. We're back together. And as Frank always says, forward.
It's the allure. I like it.
It's the allure.
All right, boys. So what's the update? We want to hear, I want to know what happened on this bachelor party. Like, not, I don't need to know every detail, but like, how was it? Did you have a good time? What do we want to talk about? What's the catch up?
Yeah.
No, it sucked.
Yeah, no, fucking terrible time. So bad we missed 3.5, 4 weeks of recording for it.
Just the hangover finally cleared.
Yeah, the hangover's been gone. you know, we're all busy guys. We do our best to make it happen during the middle of the week. But the bachelor party was awesome, dude. We had a great time down there. First time in Myrtle Beach. You know, we always talk about Lou the Carney. Like, it was full Carney. Like, even the airport had a fucking Ferris wheel in it. So we, like, landed. We're at the baggage claim, and there's, like, a Myrtle Beach fucking Ferris wheel advertisement. We're like, yeah, we're home. Made it.
Yeah.
Checked in. So we checked in. I mean, we had a nice bus pick us up from the airport. We had about 12 of us arrive at the same time. We're heading to the Airbnb to get dropped off. We're only playing 9 holes on Thursday because we came in like middle of the day. So we just wanted to kind of get out there, get some swings in, get some food. Yeah. So we're stopping over at like their Total Wine down there to pick up booze for the house. We stop, we're waiting out front. Everyone's coming out with like, we're like, all right, everyone go in there, either buy a case or a half gallon or both. And so everyone comes out with something else. And we're loading up the van to go back to the Airbnb. Sure enough, right in the intersection of where we're pulling out, boom, fucking 3-car accident. Right in front of it, smashed out. One of the guys that's in our group is over at the car. We're like, where the fuck did Ashton go? And this guy's pulling an old lady out of her car that was rear-ended in the middle of the street. Everyone was fine. It wasn't like anything serious. They were going like 25 miles an hour. But like, that was the start of the trip, if that helps, you know, summarize what was going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cars were smashed up. We finally made it to the Airbnb. We had luckily Ashton EMT on the scene for us, taking care of the elderly. And, you know, like I kind of felt like we kind of felt bad after the fact. Like, he's out there like helping him out, and we're like kind of rushing to get back to the house. And we're like, all right, dude, like, you're not fucking giving the lady CPR. Like, wrap it up.
Let me interject. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm the red ass on here. Like, there were already people on scene there. A ton of people saw it. It wasn't serious. It's like, dude, it's fine. You made the call. You did your due diligence. Like, you got 7 other people there. Like, let's get rolling at this point. We're not getting that. Yeah, we're no witness statements. Like, let's get the fuck onto the Airbnb.
It's the start of the bachelor party, man. Like, you're at peak excitement. Like, everyone knows that Thursday is like, you just cannonball yourself because everyone's so excited to be down there and partying.
Yeah,
that's right.
But, you know, that sounds about right. A couple smash cards to start it. I love it. Good stuff. Glad you boys both made it back safe. I'm sure there's a lot more to it that we'll keep offline, but glad it was a good time. Glad you're here. Channy, what's the update? What's the word, man?
Well, I will like to add to that. Myrtle Beach, if you're a golfer, Frank, I know you're a golfer. Great area for golf courses. Only one of the courses we went to, they were prepping for like the winter season, so there was fucking sand everywhere. Fairways, greens. You could tell they were aerating everything. Outside of that, great time. Actually played around in North Carolina. Didn't know this. Myrtle Beach is so close to North Carolina. We played our last round on Saturday in North Carolina below sea level. So when you're below sea level, it's the exact opposite of being above sea level. Ball don't fly. So you hit your driver, it's about 15, 20 yards shorter than usual. Some bonehead, whoever kicked it off and made the rules, decided 12 guys who are hungover, we're going to play the tips below sea level. I kid you not, Frank. We were playing par 4s. We were hitting 5 woods in. 5 woods in on par 4s, all hungover, battling, but great area down there. It was a great bachelor party. Many more stories in the After Dark Fizz that we'll be releasing once we can do 4 in a row here. So, no real update from me. We'll get into it here in a second, but just glad to be back with the boys. We had the whole Champagne crew together on Monday. I think that's a great update that producer Mike, Lou, myself, Frank, Jerry, we saw Joey working. Joey was working. He clicked a couple buttons while we were there, but it was great to get the whole Champagne crew back. We haven't done that in, I don't know, close to a year.
Yeah.
The last time we did that? I think the last time we did it, Frank, you dressed up for Halloween and none of us did.
Which is like a full calendar year almost, right? Was that last year that I dressed up like Robin and you guys didn't dress up and I felt like an idiot?
Yeah, Lou had a wig on.
Yeah, sure.
I did. Yeah, I had a fucking wig on with a bandana.
Yeah. Yeah. So, dude, guys, that fucking tailgate was like awesome. Beauty day. So Chandler's referring to Monday Night Football this week versus the Bucks. Chandler's first tailgate of the year, right?
That's right.
Yeah. I know Lou missed the one versus Cleveland. So it was the first time all three of us were together. And then we had the bonus of Jerry, our numbers guy, CFO. He was in town for it. He had a fucking blast.
Oh, he was in town, all right. He might have been the MVP that night. This guy
Dude,
wasn't even on camera. He was screaming at people. This is for the NFC. You need to get more fucking hype. And it's like a accountant rolling out of the DAC with his wife. He's like, I want to see you fucking scream.
Yeah, Jerry had his fucking thick frame glasses on, his salt and pepper hair, fucking full accountant look. And was just barking at people on the streets of Detroit with no mic, no camera, pure love of the game, just telling them they need to be more excited for Monday Night Football. I appreciated the hell out of it.
Oh, dude.
It was great, man.
We got the win because of it. I'm not saying it, but a lot of people are saying that Jerry kind of led the way for the Lions on Monday.
I would agree. He was the spark we needed. Yeah, and we had employee Joey here. It was great. It was awesome to have pretty much the whole gang in the office on a beautiful Monday.
Mondays are always kind of funny too. And it's weird that like now we're like the primetime team. Like we always, we talk about this all the time, but like we just miss those Sunday 1 o'clockers, like rolling out there. Everyone's been drinking since fucking 7 a.m. Like the Mondays, like mine, like the weather was absolutely perfect Monday night. We'll say that. But it's like, it's always a little bit tougher finding the crew that has been down there or that work downtown and they started drinking early or they got down to tailgate at 2 o'clock. So it's a little bit more scavenging the area where we kind of just like roll through a couple parking lots and then we're like, all right, should we just go in front of fucking Elwood and quit dicking around?
Yeah, and it was an early start. It was 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. start, so we even lost an hour of people. The weather was great, but we couldn't even hang out there too much, because everyone's barreling down from work or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, you'll never. I want 1 p.m. Sundays. I would take that 17 weeks of the year. Like, I want that every game.
And know what's wild? I was thinking of when we were doing this. Maybe it's not, but I feel like because we had the playoff game with the Bucks too, I feel like I've attended the most Bucks Lions tailgates, even in division. I feel like we've seen the Bucks so many times these past 3 years because we saw them twice in a year. The year we beat, or maybe once in that. We saw them twice, but one was a home game. We played them once at home last year then, and then we played them at home again here this year. So I feel like we just always see the Bucks, and I honestly like their fans. Like we've run into their fans a couple times, just genuine Floridians that have a like for the city of Detroit.
Yeah, dude, they got some grit to them. I mean, Baker's their guy. He's a gritty guy. There's a lot of mutual respect going on. So like one of the questions I kept asking was like, all right, if you could say one thing to Baker Mayfield right now, what would it be? A lot of people were like pausing and be like, he's pretty cool, man. Like I like you, Baker. Like it was like, all right, yeah, that's fair. It wasn't like asking about Caleb Williams, which gets people fired up.
A little bit more, yeah. That Baker, and then the same thing with like I feel like a ton of Tampa Bay fans were like loving Dan Campbell. They're like, dude, I love your coach, good guy, fucking super gritty. Like I'd love for him to be our coach. We're like, all right, talk some shit real quick if you don't mind.
Yeah. I know.
You are right about that, Chandler, dude. Their fans are all cool. Like every one of them was like fun to get along with. Good like back and forth banter with them. Just salt to the earth type Floridians.
So Channy, want to ask you. I'm going to post the video of the guy tomorrow. The Russian Mexican, whoever that guy was. So before we got out to the tailgate, we swung by Grayson, our good friends at Grayson. They had a bunch of Surfsides there. They were hosting a little bit of a tailgate, so we hung out with them. But then while I was inside saying hello to some folks in there, Chandler met what was he called? He was the Russian Mexican, right?
Yeah, I don't think he had a name.
Yeah.
No speak English. That's what his name was when I asked him.
Right. And then he spoke quite a bit of English.
He spoke English. He might win Choose Your Fighter. This guy was an absolute firecracker. But let's not breeze past this before we get into my part of the story. So I interview a guy in front of Grayson. Out comes Frank, midnight black, Grayson zip up, looking like he's going to Club Blue, not to the tailgate after. This guy was looking like $1 million. It was insane. That's the nicest Lions jacket I've ever seen. Shout out to Grayson. Looking great, Frank. That was a great coat. Now back to my part. Yeah, the guy was like starting off with like a Spanish or a Hispanic accent, and then he turned into like Borat halfway through, and then he mentioned Nostrovia, which is Russian/Polish. So I don't know what the guy was. Jerry commented on our Instagram post, I need to find that guy. Someone commented back. He only had like 5 followers and following one person. So highly doubt it's really him. But long and short, couldn't tell you the guy's name, where he was from, what nationality he was. But hey, he gave a pretty good 30 to 60 second interview for us.
Yeah, he sure did. And I'm looking at the guy's profile right now. And it looks like he made... It's Jeffro 555-48383. So he obviously just took the first name that was given to him. His name is Jeffro, and he has 5 followers, and he follows one person at Champaign Athletics. So it looks like maybe he was born that evening. Like that character was born right there, right then and there.
Some of his boys must have hit him up and been like, dude, you see yourself on the tailgate video? Oh, fuck, I got to make an Instagram. Boom, boom, boom. Picked the best company possible to follow and fired it up, dude. Yeah. And it was crazy too, because he rolled up in that full Mexican like outfit, and then he went straight like Borat Russian, and we were like, whoa, oh, I like this.
What was in his cup, Chandler? You drank it.
Beer.
Oh, it was beer?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just beer. It wasn't really like
I thought it was
from
like
what
Russian
I remember,
gas.
that's all it was. No, it wasn't Russian gas. He didn't put up like a washcloth over my face and I fainted or anything like that.
See, that's what you don't get on
if
Monday
he did,
night.
you wouldn't know either, so you have no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Mike was filming. I don't know, but we're gonna post the whole video of that interview because it's really good. Just the start of it. Honestly, the start of it kind of feels like a murder doc. Like it's like a shaky camera, and he kind of comes across the street. And you're like, "Can we talk to you for a little bit?" I don't know. It's just kind of like I feel like that could be the start of a fucking Dateline or something.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, boys. I mean, it's been a minute. The Lions are now into the bye. Good timing, boys. We show back up as soon as the Lions stop playing. But we said it at the start of the year. We said we'd be so happy. We'd be super satisfied, elated even, if the boys could make it into the break 5-2. And here we are. They did it. And they beat teams we didn't think they'd beat and maybe lost some we thought they would. So, or wouldn't.
You know, I'm going to start with a little bit of anger because all I've heard this week from a lot of people is, well, you know, Tampa Bay was injured or their offensive line wasn't, or that's why the line. We've been playing injured for 2+ years now. I don't care who you have, who you don't have. We went 15-2 with 2 defensive starters last year. So I don't want to hear it. We took care of business. We played a great first 7 games this year. Frank, you mentioned it. You alluded to it. Like, perfect 7 games. Obviously, 7-0 is perfect. That's just not realistic. I think all of us would have signed off on 5-2 going into the bye at the start of the season, looking at the schedule then, looking at the changes that we had to overcome. And what I was most encouraged about is, again, just the way we're winning games again, right? You see a couple offensive explosions this past week. No name, the Legion of Whom in the secondary. No, we don't know who they are, but they stepped up. They played well. We overcome a subpar, in my opinion, game from Jared Goff, where a couple times it felt like we gave them the ball in areas we normally don't give it up. You have special teams. Jake Bates hits a career-long 58-yarder or tied for a career-long. Jack Fox, I mean, the guy just don't punt the ball outside of the 15. It's automatic. He does not punt the ball outside of the 15. But long and short, what I'm encouraged about right now as a Lions fan is they're winning in different ways. And what are we doing now that we haven't been doing these past couple years this time of year? We're getting healthier. We got Aleem McNeil back last week. DJ Reed, Terrion Arnold are on the horizon. Knock on wood, we haven't had that big season-long blow. And you know what? It's going to happen. Football happens. You're going to lose guys for 2, 4, 6 weeks. That's part of the game. But I'm hoping with some of our injuries in the secondary, between Kirby, between our 2 starting corners, between Aleem starting the year out, I'm hoping that we front-end loaded our injuries and we can just keep going with only minor injuries going into the second half of this season.
Yeah, no doubt. And hats off to Coach Shep and what he's done with that defense and plugging those guys in, and a couple other like hometown shout outs. Whiteside playing out of Saginaw Valley, like
Avondale.
Yeah, like Auburn Hills boy coming out at his hometown to make it happen. It's like, you just love to see shit like that. And like Yasin, the last 2 weeks, who is this guy? Like, he is all over the field. He's been locked down in coverage. It's just fun to watch. And you know that these guys are just so like glued together. They're all on the same page from a defensive call standpoint. The linebacking core might be the best that we've had in the last couple of years. These guys have been playing out of their mind. Between Jack Campbell looks like a fucking Hall of Famer these last couple games. Anzalone has stepped up. I believe Rodrigo is going to be coming back from injury here soon too, to have him plug in. You noticed a difference immediately on the defensive line with Aleem McNeil there. I don't know how many times he was blowing the center and the guard back into the quarterback, whether he was making the actual play himself or not. He was disrupting half of the plays every time he was out there on the field. So, I mean, the defense, which is pretty obvious, won that game for us. But I will say, like, yeah, we could have probably blew him out a little bit more, but Baker did not have a good game. He missed a lot of throws. He missed a lot of guys that were open that he normally makes those passes to. So I thought he really had a bad game. The defense did a great job of getting pressure on him. And then we just kept feeding the fucking horse, dude. When you got a guy like Gibbs who can fucking fly like that, dude, like him running that 78-yard touchdown to the house, just blowing the safety out of the fucking water. That guy was never even a step close to making any sort of play on him. It's like, how can you, do we want to get J-Mo the ball more? Of course we do. But when you got a guy that's doing this, there's no reason to risk anything else. Hand him the ball. Let him work. And when your time comes, you're going to get yours, J-Mo. You are going to get yours. But when you have that many weapons, it's like you got to feed the hot hand until the fucking hand cools off.
And Frank, can I interject before you go? 20 plus pressures is the stat that I saw. 20 plus. I think I've forgotten what Aleem next to Hutch looks like. It's been like 18 months almost since we've seen that. So to see those pressures and to see those two guys plays together, great. And the last shout I'm going to have, a guy that I wasn't too keen on his re-signing for the price he was at, Derek Barnes. You want to talk about a pseudo edge rusher? This guy is, he got the game clinching interception when we beat Tampa in the playoffs in coverage. He's now our blitzing linebacker, causing havoc off the edge. This is a guy that seems to be what Brian Branch is to the secondary. He seems to be that guy for the front seven, to where you can plug and play him in multiple different positions. So shout out to Derek Barnes for bringing some big versatility to that front seven.
Dude, Barnes loves Tampa. He just balls out versus Tampa. And good for him. I mean, he got injured in a contract year, came back on a deal, and like he's proven it. And he's a strong leader on that defense. And it's crazy. Like, we got so used to like missing these guys. And obviously like Hutch is like the big leading name, but like, guys like Barnes and Anzalone and like our secondary and Aleem McNeil, like, it's crazy what having these like everyday NFL guys does to make your defense that much better. And a lot of credit to the Legion of Whom for doing what they did. Only gave up 9 points, but really, like, you got to look at those 20 pressures, because Baker was under duress the whole time. Aleem was a menace, absolute chaos in the middle. Baker, and I think you guys know this just from what I've texted, I have taken Baker in some capacity, whether it's a parlay or straight up. I've taken Baker over 15 plus rush yards every single week this season. It's only missed once heading into the Lions game. Baker, 0 rush attempts for 0 yards. So
Wow.
they got him to do nothing. Got him to do nothing, which was absolutely fantastic. Just to kind of like talk about what you guys were saying, like, you know, J-Mo's not getting the ball for a few weeks. It's fine. He's posting stuff on Instagram. It's fine. He's a diva wide receiver, dude. Like, let him diva out. It's all good. He got his contract. He's paid. J-Mo's going to pop when we need J-Mo to pop. But guess what? We haven't needed him to pop. We knew going into this year that John Morton was going to be a little more boring and he was going to run the rock a ton. And that's what we're doing. We're running the fucking rock. And it kind of goes with the last, honestly, like all of the Lions wins. Okay, Chicago absolutely blew them off, beat the doors off of them. We were mad after Green Bay. Baltimore, marquee fucking win. They look like Baltimore looks like a bad team now, but they were still a good team when we
broke them.
Yeah,
we broke them. There you go. A good way to put it. But then you look at like Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Tampa Bay. You know, everyone's like, I don't think we like looked that good. We didn't look that dominant. Totally agree. Still an NFL game. 2 of those games, or one of those games on the road, like still NFL games on a Sunday. And we blew these teams out. Like, it's not like they were close games. 34-10, 37-24. And I think the Bengals 24 came with a late touchdown, like garbage time. And then the Bucks 24-9. So like, no, it hasn't looked perfect. No, not every game is going to be the Bears, but like, our bad games that we're complaining about or don't think we look as well, it's like we're still blowing the doors off of NFL teams. So I think we look fucking great. The other thing that we all should probably acknowledge that I feel like the media and fans have gotten so fucking quiet about is Zadarius Smith retiring. And Aleem's back. He's ripping it. Muhammad's doing great. Hutch is having a great year. Like, we literally are all good, or whatever the quote
we're all
is.
good.
And
Yes,
we're all good. Like that, I feel like the media has gone dead silent, and like Holmes and Campbell have like not dropped their nuts on the table about it, but they absolutely could. Zadarius fucking retired after signing with Philly, and I just think it's like funny. Sometimes we think we know more than the guys in the office, which for some organizations you do, but it doesn't seem like for this one we do.
So would you agree with this? I think we've looked good. And obviously holding the Bucks to 9 points, we played good in our last game. Do you still want to see a move specifically on the defensive end? That is either a DB, a D end, both or neither. Where do you stand today saying Lions need to make the Super Bowl? Do we have to do anything? Do we have to get both, or do we have to get one or the other, Frank?
Yeah, I would love fucking both. I mean, like I want both. We saw what happened last year. What you said, Chandler, we had 1 starter, 2 starters on the defensive side. And you literally just said someone's going to get hurt, and it gets ugly really fast just with like one play, right? Like the secondary is already gone. Legion of Whom, great. But now like what happens if Aleem goes down? What happens if Hutch goes down? Like I will take that depth all day. And right now feels like another one of those windows. We are a top 5 NFL team. Fuck them picks, dude. Go grab somebody. Go grab some depth, because I just, you know, our luck fucking Hutch will collide with Aleem on the same play and we'll lose them both for the season.
Lou?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, dude. I think secondary, and like everyone's like, go get Sauce Gardner. Like, yeah, I would love to go get Sauce Gardner, but we don't need to get an A-level cornerback. We need B minus C level guys that can fill in, and we've already seen that with the crew that's filling in now. Yeah, like, do I want to get Lattimore? For sure, of course I do. But let's just get bodies in there that are serviceable, that have shown some production on the NFL field, and then like our guys that we wanted to get on the D line, Trey Hendy, he's still out there. Go see what's up with him. I mean, I feel, you know, and then they're saying Max Crosby again's looking around. It's like, dude, this guy was signed for $1 billion.
All right, man, please. We're not going to be that podcast. But
he started off so tame and like understanding, and then it ended up at Max Crosby.
Yeah, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett was coming next.
Hey,
so
out there.
Hey, go kick the tires.
Yeah, Browns aren't going anywhere, but I agree with you guys. We need depth in both. And I'm not saying leverage a first-round pick or whatever, but to Frank's point, fuck them picks. You can give up a second.
Fuck
You can
them
give up a
picks,
fourth. You can give up a fifth. You can give up a player. You need to make a move. We haven't made that huge splash. Our biggest splash is Zadarius at the last two deadlines, and he was probably a C-level player last year when we got him. We have to have the biggest impact move mid-season out of our last 3 seasons this season. That's my takeaway from it. Either at corner, at the end, or both. You need to have, in Pizzo's terms, a B-, B-level guy that is a starter that is able to provide us depth, because it will happen. And I'm just looking around the league. I don't know if I'm cocky, but just no one scares me. No one's scared. It's ours to take. No one is at that level. The Chiefs, although great and beat us, they look human. The Packers squeaking by on a lot. The Eagles, seriously? We worried about them? And then who else in the AFC? The Bills, who are going to get beat by the Panthers this week? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a wide open, and it's ours for the taking. We've said it the last 2 years, but I'm saying it. This is our year. Go and get it. Don't wait and see what happens. Make sure you do everything you need to get it done.
I couldn't agree more, Chaney. It feels so wide open this year, which is a lot of fun. Honestly, I agree. It felt like the last couple of years, it was we just can't see them because there's no way we'll beat them. I feel like there's a lot of records in the NFL right now that just I don't believe them, or they're either inflated or deflated. Around the NFL right now, just a few notes. Okay, Baltimore is 1-5.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're worse than the Cleveland Browns at 2-5.
I don't know. Cleveland number one defense.
The Chicago Bears have the same record as us. No, they're
Frauds.
4-2. They're 4-2. Sorry,
Yeah.
Frauds.
Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Saints.
That's not a real record. I don't believe your record. That doesn't seem realistic.
You want to know how little I believe in that, Frank? And I don't like to get in, here's what we do, but I took Bears under 8.5 wins for the regular season yesterday. That, to me, is an absolute jam. Their schedule, the second half of the season, is insanely tough between the Steelers, Eagles, us, Packers twice, Niners. The Bears' schedule, they are about to go on a 3-7 run here, to your point, Frank.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot. I just mentioned those two teams at random. The Ravens play the Bears this weekend. The Bears are in Baltimore, and the Bears at 4-2 versus the Ravens at 1-5. What are they, 6-point dogs?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm hammering the Ravens.
Yeah,
hammer them.
Hammer time.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like you were saying, Frank, it is such a down year for the NFL. There's 10 teams that have 2 or less wins. That's insane.
I wish I still had our divisions written down. We could do a halfway point.
How's the Titans looking? Tighten up?
Yeah,
I got a couple of them. I got a couple in my head that I remember.
I do. So who did you have win in the AFC South, Chandler?
Colts.
You had Colts? Okay, I thought so. Okay.
Danny Dimes, Sprinkle, comeback player of the year.
Yeah. Okay. You had Pittsburgh winning the AFC North too, didn't you?
They're up there. No. I had the Ravens.
Okay, I had the Ravens too. NFC South, Tampa looks in control right now, but that could go south. NFC West, I feel like you did have Niners.
Nope, Rams.
Okay, then I'm fucking all over the place. I think I had Rams too.
That division was log jam.
Don't skim over the NFC South, though, because we're not going into obituaries today, but put some respect on the Panthers' name. Last time we were recording, I was getting laughed at, proverbially spit on. Oh, the Panthers didn't hit. His surprise pick didn't hit this year. Well, guess what? 4-3, baby. Keep pounding.
Keep pounding. Yeah, they're. I don't know what you want me to say. Fuck them. Dude. I guess my last note from around the NFL right now, if we had a live producer, I'd say start the somber music, I'd dim the lights and light a candle. I never thought that it would work with our defensive coordinator heading
Prayers
over
up.
to New.
Prayers up for Aaron.
To Aaron Glenn. I never thought it would work. I didn't anticipate 0-7 with a 54-point differential. I wanted it to fail because when you leave us, I don't know. Maybe I didn't want it to fail, but I didn't want him to like do fantastic. But I did not want this, and he might not get more than 1 year in New York. For how
I just saw a stat too. Justin Fields minimum 50 starts has the worst winning percentage out of any quarterback all time.
I was
50
gonna say,
starts
like,
minimum.
what can you expect going to one of the worst franchises and having Tyrod Taylor and Justin Fields to pick from to lead your team? It's like, come on, dude. What do you think's gonna happen?
And they like, that was like Glenn like shooed Rodgers out. Not saying that Rodgers would be fixing this whole thing right now, but he definitely looks a lot better than the other two guys.
I bet you'd have a win.
Yeah, I bet you'd have a win. That's a really good way to put it.
Speaking of which, this is terrible, but we have to root for Aaron Rodgers this week, right? Pittsburgh, Green Bay.
Well, Frank is.
Dude, it's tough for me. I hate that Rodgers is the quarterback of the Steelers, but I love the Steelers, dude.
That's your second favorite.
It is. Actually, this year it's the Bucs, man. I love the Bucs this year. They're sick.
Yeah, newsflash, guys. If you didn't see the tailgate video, Frank had a creamsicle jersey on.
No, I didn't. You even talked about what I was wearing like 5 minutes ago. A black jacket on. We're all black, head to toe.
Oh, man. I guess one question for you guys, since we're not playing this week, but it will pertain to our next game, and then we can move on. Carson Wentz starting for the Vikings tonight. They're saying JJ should be ready since they'll have 10 days rest going into our game with the Vikings, right? As a Lions fan, who do you want to see as the Vikings starting quarterback when we play them next week, JJ or Carson?
JJ, like not
I
even.
want JJ.
No doubt.
He's cooked, isn't he?
Who?
JJ.
What do you mean he's cooked?
I think he's cooked. I mean, what have we seen from him? He's been hurt for 2 straight years.
He's fucking cooked,
He's had one quarter that he's played well against the Bears, only the fourth quarter. I like really want JJ to get this starting role back. If not, I could see the Vikings lingering around this year.
I want JJ just so like he doesn't scare me. Like I don't care whether we get Wentz or JJ. I would just for like shit talking purposes or whatever the fuck. Like let's just beat JJ, And any Lions fans out there, I just want to get this out there. If you're like buying JJ jerseys or like rooting for JJ, like give it up, okay? Like just fucking don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Like he's the Michigan quarterback. Cool. Our state guy was there for a long time. Kirko wanted nothing good for the Vikings. That's just what happens. That's how it goes. Business. So, I've just seen a lot. Like I've gotten DMs and stuff of like, how can you dog JJ for he's a Michigan guy?
Easy.
Did you block those people?
You don't follow.
How can I do it for hours? How much time you got, buddy?
Yeah. It's the same thing the other way. Hutch is a Lion. Fan of Hutch now. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
it's just
buy
how
a
it
fucking
goes.
Hutchinson jersey. It's pretty easy. You like Michigan? You want to get a Michigan player? You buy a Hutch jersey. Not that fucking hard.
We got like a really good Michigan guy on the team.
That's it.
So whatever. Just curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy a fucking Naylor jersey later, so
I'm not buying any MSU jersey.
No.
If we want to roll right into that, I can let Channy lead this one
you got
off.
any motivational speeches for us? We need them.
Please get blown out so we can get blown out for Spartan Nation so we can fire Jonathan Smith before the season ends. But no, 118th meeting between Michigan State, the best rivalry, pro college in this great state of Michigan, is between Michigan and Michigan State. No matter how bad we are, no matter how much the game may or may not matter on a national level, always one of my favorite weeks. You see into the office, you see your Michigan friends wearing their stuff. I think back to when we were in East Lansing, all the great Michigan State, Michigan weekends that we had there. There's nothing like it. And when the game kicks off at 7:30, it's going to be the same thing. Fuck Michigan forever. And I hope we beat them, even though I want our coach to get fired. But long and short, this year, I don't know how the game's going to go. Our defense stinks. Michigan's offense stinks. We haven't had any bit of fight to keep ourselves in a game in over 2 weeks now. So I'm not expecting too much, but I will say this. You're going to learn a lot about where that locker room's at. If they lay an egg, don't even give them the season. Jonathan Smith should be gone. The team in the locker room has quit on him. If they fight and it's a close game, I think you could make an argument to play out the year and see where you end at the end of the year.
Yeah, I would fire him win or lose, to be honest with you at this point. Just get rid of him. It's tough, man. This defense that we have at Michigan State makes Scotty Hazelton's defense look like the fucking 84 Bears compared to what we're watching here. I mean, it looks like 7-on-7 football out there. I have no idea how this game's going to play out. Like you said, Chandler, like Michigan's offense fucking stinks. Like, they're not good. I would just throw the ball deep to Nick Marsh the entire game until you just connect with him and eventually put some points on the board. Because outside of that, the team is fucking garbage. The coach is like barely aware that this in-state rivalry is a thing. Like, listening into Jonathan Smith talk about the Michigan State rivalry makes me so fucking upset. Like, your head has been dug into a fucking hole in the ground since you've gotten here. Like, do you not see the last 20 years of this rivalry, from fucking everything that has happened, 5 touchdowns for Walker, fucking painting over that block M, scratching your feet if you're Devin Bush over the Michigan State fucking emblem at the middle of the field. Like, there's a million things that have happened, and you're like, yeah, it seems like a pretty big game's coming up this weekend. It's like, fucking A, dude. Like, there's got to be something. I don't know how Jonathan Smith actually became a head football coach, because I never see him show any type of emotion, whether he's upset, he's happy, he's mad, he's sad. Nothing, dude. He has the same face, the same tone of voice for everything. It's been an absolutely miserable year watching this team, ever since the Boston College 2 overtime game, where we just thought, like, hey, maybe things aren't that bad. No, Boston College sucks dick. That's what happened.
Terrible.
So let's see what happens. I say fire Smith regardless of what happens. Hey, but you never know. Michigan State, 24-point underdogs. Rocky Lombardi leads them to beat the fucking Wolverines in Ann Arbor. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's go green till we're dead.
That's why this rivalry is great. Basketball, football, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Records go out the window. You play them hard. And to answer your question, Lou, how was he a coach? He took a job in Corvallis, Oregon, for a franchise or a university that's worse than the Jets franchise. I think I'd rather take the New York Jets head coaching job than the Oregon State Beavers head coaching job. This guy stinks. He sucks. Go ahead, Frank.
No, you guys are good. This is just this is the least interested I've been in this game in probably since I went to Michigan State. Like, it's not even close. I actually am like annoyed that it's a night game because it's going on the same time as the Red Wings are playing the Blues. And I have more interest in watching the Detroit Red Wings play the St. Louis Blues. Now, judge me as a Sparty, say whatever you want, say I'm a bandwagon fan. I don't care. The Jonathan Smith regime is the most AI generated, bland, no attitude, no bite, no identity Michigan State team I've ever seen. There is nothing that gets me excited about him. There is nothing that inspires confidence that he's going to turn anything around. I just don't understand how a coach can come into Michigan State and realize you could probably lose every single game in a season, but as long as you beat the University of Michigan, you're going to have a job and be a hero in East Lansing for the rest of your life. And him last year admitting not understanding the depth of the rivalry, and this year also not really firing anything up about it, especially with his job on the line. Get out of here, man. Say what you want about Mel Tucker. The jokes are endless. Tuck coming. I get it. Fucking keep chopping the deep water. It was insane. It was comical, and it's embarrassing to look back on, but at least there was an identity. There was a swagger. There was something. There was something there. Looking at Jonathan Smith, whose name is literally the most bland name you could ever think of, like look up Bob the Builder and then look at Jonathan Smith. It's the same fucking guy. And I am so uninspired by this Spartan team. And the idea that like he could ever turn this program around, I just don't believe it. We need him to get the fuck out. Now, to admit that I would want Michigan to win this game so he gets fired is asinine. But the idea that if he did win this game, which he will not win this game, that it would keep him around longer, like that also sucks. So like I'm with you. Like fire him either way, but I think you're right, Chandler. It's lose this game, get fired right away. Win this game, you get to the end of the year, and then you got to go. There's no way Jay Bat is keeping this guy.
No, and it's not his guy. You know, he came in as the athletic director. So, you know, cut your ties. We're a very respectable university with a big donor base. We deserve much better than that.
We're embarrassing, dude. We're fucking embarrassing right now. Like that's like I want to root for State, but they're just embarrassing. Like it's a joke. Yeah, man.
It's terrible. It really is terrible.
From where we came from, our 4 years at State, like it's really hard to stomach.
You don't realize until like we got to this point how fucking lucky we were, dude. I mean, even before we got there, the John L. Smith, shocker, another fucking John Smith before us. And like, dude, D'Antonio, like, I will wash this motherfucker's feet. He had given us the greatest times of our life up to that point in our lives. Like, those games were unbelievable. Big Ten championships, Rose Bowls, constantly competing with the best teams in the nation. Like, dude, we are so fucking far away from any of that. It's not even, like, you can't even put it in the same stratosphere. Like, I can't be more thankful that we were at Michigan State during that time period because those days are so far gone. It's like a fucking meteor needs to hit Earth to fucking reset everything here.
It feels so far away. It feels like we'll never get back. Like that's how far away it feels to me with Jonathan Smith at the helm. And I'm not saying we can't. Like we've all seen programs turn around. I mean, hell, look at the fucking Lions, like insane.
Look at fucking Indiana's fucking one of the best teams.
But it's just tough because like it's so different. Like college is so different now, and it just feels like Michigan State on the football level has not figured out how to play in this new arena. I don't like the new arena. I think it sucks. I think NIL blows. I think it's ridiculous. You have like G League NBA players signing back with colleges. I think it's all a fucking sick joke. But these are the rules that you got to play with. And I just want to I want MSU to fucking play the game and be part of the conversation and know what they're doing. And like right now, it just doesn't look like we at all have any idea how to hang in this world.
MSU's got to become a little more scumbaggish. Yeah, you see these universities that are cutting deals, living in the gray area. That's where you got to be right now. Cheat a little. Toe the line a little. Get some people with some bad backgrounds and some questionable decision making, but know how to win on the field. Get them on our fucking sideline and in our athletic department. What are we winning? The moral athletic department of the year? That gets you fucking nothing. Zilch.
That's what I think Jay Bat is here for. I think that guy's got some grease to him. He's got his first name is one letter. Okay, one letter. J, the letter J.
Still don't know what his name is. It's just Jay.
It's just J, dude. It's fucking just J, and it's just the letter. It's not even J-A-Y. To me, that's a good start, but that's all it is. Last year, I got eviscerated for a video I put on the fucking internet saying Harbaugh obviously knew plays were being stolen. I don't know why a Michigan fan can't admit that he knew plays were being stolen. Then I followed it up and said, I wish MSU had that level of give a shit in them to do stuff like that and would start to try that stuff. Still got crushed for it. Like, but I'm agreeing with you, Chandler. Like, everyone's being greasy.
Start greasy weekend, dude. Get your helmet off, go in the tunnel, and start swinging on fuckers in the tunnel. There's only one way to turn this around, dude.
Gotcha. All right. Tunnel Gate 2.0. Jesus, man. Yeah, damn. But no, I agree. Get Hugh Freeze in here.
Crosby. We've reached Max Crosby levels of MSU now.
Have Mel Tucker on the sidelines this weekend. Special ref.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it for me and Lou is we've got a wedding Saturday night. Mind you, my only wedding of the fall.
Nice.
Falls on this Saturday. So I will be watching it on my iPhone 14 and will easily be able to disconnect if we start getting rolled like the last 3 years.
And our buddy that threw this wedding is so fucking lucky that Michigan State sucks balls and I don't care about this game, because any other year I'd be like, you're a fucking asshole for scheduling your wedding at the end of October on the weekend during the middle of football season.
I mean, everyone knows in Michigan.
No, they don't.
There's one date.
Some know.
There's one date that you don't schedule your wedding on.
That's right.
He's a
yelled so
Chippewa,
loud,
so I guess
leg.
yeah. Am I bad? Yeah. He's a Chip, so I guess it means nothing to him. But just respect the game. Like, respect the game, dude.
Well, no shit, it means nothing to him. For it to fall on his biggest game of the year, he'd have to have his wedding on a Wednesday.
Hello. Oh, my God. We're just body bagging this guy. Pull up a picture of him.
We're excited to go.
We are.
It's great. It's going to be fun.
Good buddy. We love him. Known him since high school.
He's a great buddy, yeah. Just not on Michigan State Day, if possible.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good positive. Glad we got that out right. Go Green. Man, we've fallen really far from having D'Antonio on the show like 3 years ago to this.
Yeah.
To being like, I hope they lose.
Shit, I hope we'd get Jonathan Smith on here. Guy probably don't have too many obligations right now. Who the hell wants to talk to him?
Jesus
no one.
Christ. I don't. Well, that happened. Another thing that happened, we have, okay, we don't have it on the list, but I do feel, Chandler, I want to ask you specifically, like, the Tigers ended the season in like the most, I'm doing it. Like, you have a Pistons starting season, no one cares. They lost by 4 points last night. Great. Tigers.
I wanted to breeze over this. Go ahead.
No. People want to hear it, and I'm angry too. And the fact that we aren't going to address the train wreck of the end of that season would be a disservice. It's already a disservice. We took a fucking month off in the middle of the MLB playoffs. But the Tigers get eliminated in a 15-inning game in Seattle, 3-2. Both teams have 8 hits. One of the most, if not the most frustrating Detroit playoff teams of all time. And I think in my lifetime, this was definitely the most frustrated I've been with a team that had this level of success, if that makes sense. So Chandler, would love your thoughts on how the end of that season went.
Yeah, you use frustrated. I use the most hated playoff team in Detroit sports history. How you can hate a playoff team, I don't know, but I found a way to at points. Yeah. I feel like I wasn't watching them at times because I just was so frustrated with their style of play, more specifically the Cleveland series, where I think we had 1 or 2 good offensive innings. And then for us to just lose that way, I mean, it was like every inning, either us or the Mariners were threatening, and then it's like an inning-ending double play thrown out at second. Javi broken bat. They gunned down McKinstry at home. Like, every which way a bad offensive team couldn't produce a run, it reared its ugly head during that game. There was one point at the game, I mean, it was like 12:30. We were like trying to take shots to like rally the team, like they know what's going on in my basement. And it got to the point where I was just saying to myself, I just want it over. I just want it over. Just end the game however it's going to end. It is what it is. But, I mean, just the worst way to end the season. The only thing that could have made it worse is if Suarez had the game-winning hit against us, because that would have just truly been irony and poetic justice at its highest level. But between Skubal yanking himself out, between Finnegan giving up the game-tying run, between us not being able to produce multiple times in extra innings, between our 2 through 5 hitters not getting a hit all game. I mean, it was just so Tigers of the Tigers to do it. And it was just like, I don't even know what I was after they lost. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was just happy it was over. I really was. I was just kind of happy that it was done.
Torque and Riley didn't have a hit the whole game, right?
0 for 12.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
No one 2 through 5 did. That includes Glaber and also Colt Keith as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if you want to skip over, okay, McKinstry had one hit.
Three hits for Dingler. I think he was he had the most hits, 2 or 3.
No, Carey did. Carey.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
Almost won us the game. Yeah, Carey Rockstar. Then you go 2 through 5 with no hits, and then you go McKinstry, who had one hit, and it was a dribbler in between the pitcher and first baseman that he legged out. And then you go to Parker Meadows.
Oh my God!
I don't think got a hit this season.
Fire him into the sun on a fucking rocket, dude.
Sorry, I think you go Dingler then Meadows, but you get what I'm saying. And then Baez had a hit or two.
I mean, that Baez slide on that double was insane. I thought that was going to turn it all around at that. But I guess my other complaint is, how many times this year did we have a pitching change or a hitting for the matchup? I don't think AJ Hinch pinch hit anyone that whole game.
No,
the whole game.
No, Jahmai Jones never got in there, never got a cut at it. Like Colt Keith couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, never brought anybody in, never made a change. But you know what he did do was change out a hot pitcher every 9 seconds. So for me, it was a classic fucking Tigers game. Skubal pitches a fucking fantastic game, but for whatever reason can't go past 6 innings. Then you had Hinch over managing, fucking putting in a new pitcher every single inning when it was like some of these guys were dicing. Melton was dicing. Montero was dicing. This game is going to keep going, AJ. You're going to have to put in Canely if you keep doing this. And that's sure as fuck what ended up happening, and Canely ends up losing us the game. But even beyond all of that, I can forgive every single thing. What I cannot forgive is fucking Riley Green and Spencer fucking Torkelson. You guys are the face of this organization outside of Tarek Skubal. You're the offensive face of this fucking team. You're going to sit in the locker room and hold signs that say, we rake and all this bullshit. And then you are going to go a combined, I believe, 0 for 11 in that game with one walk. It is just so infuriating. Riley Green's like pure nonchalant reactions to people asking him about, like, do you think you strike out too much? Like, what strikeouts? No one cares about the strikeouts. Hey, the team struck out 19 times in this very important game. What do you have to say about it? We struck out 19 times? I had no fucking idea. Well, are you watching the game?
You were 5 of them, buddy.
Like you are our stars, and you completely disappeared. Homer Simpson into the fucking green bush meme when we needed you most. And I can forgive almost everything else, because if one of our star players gets a fucking hit, we win that game. We win that series. We're into the ALCS. That's where I get fucking furious.
I'll give you another meme. The meme where Spider-Man's pointing at himself and there's 2 Spider-Mans. That's Jonathan Smith and Riley Green. Head in the fucking clouds. No one knows what's going on. And I'm just going to cap my end of the year frustration with this. Colt Keith was DH. There was no reason we should not have been pinch hit. It does not change the defensive alignment if you put a righty in that spot and give someone else a chance to have a hit at that point in time. It doesn't change anything. There's no reason not to do it. For him being AJ Hinch to keep Colt Keith in that whole game, unexplainable, unforgivable. That's what it is. Unforgivable.
And Jahmai Jones was
one of our best hitters.
He was a good spot hitter, yeah. I don't get it. Infuriating. And I did have the same thought, Chandler. I was like, if they win this game, we have minimum 4 more games.
Didn't want it.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Don't want it.
Well, that's our Tigers recap. What do you got on Pistons?
Pistons, quick one. Jaden Ivey, obviously hurt to start the year, will be reevaluated in 3 weeks. Pistons lay an egg yesterday in their season opener against the Bulls. Bad first half caught up to them. They actually played pretty damn good in the second half, almost stole one on the road. But again, you look last year, I think it was 44 wins, maybe 45 wins last year for the Pistons. Should take another leap. I'm hoping anywhere in the 48 to 50 range, getting that 4 seed, maybe 5 seed-ish range. You have Tatum hurt for the Celtics this year. You have Halliburton hurt for the Pacers this year. East is there for the taking. Who you got? Who you got? I mean, there's no clear-cut favorite in the East, and what this team has to do is they have to get a step further this year. That's my expectation. So you're the 6th seed last year. You got to be better than that this year. You made it to the playoffs last year. You have to win a series this year. That's my preview, and that's my expectation for this team.
So I caught the end of that Pistons game, and I don't know fucking shit. Frankie Hoops checking in. I can't believe that you can just review a play and the ref can make a whole new decision based on the play. So Cade knocking that ball out of bounds. Okay, he fouled him. Sure, he fouled him. But to me, that wasn't called. If you can challenge the foul, challenge the foul. But you can just kind of challenge the whole, take a look and tell me what you think. That to me, with 24 seconds left in a fucking game, is insane. Is
crazy,
fucking insane to me. And I know people are like, well, Frank, yeah, do you ever watch? No, the question is no. So I didn't know that rule. Didn't know that was a thing. I was watching the Red Wings lose 4-2 to Buffalo, and then went to the Pistons game. Couldn't believe that I thought they would review it and they'd be like, no, it went off on what's his face, Bulls guy. Went off on Bulls guy. We can't look at a foul. We can't add a foul onto that. Crazy to me. Just wanted to bitch about that.
Well, pretty ironic because with all the news coming out in the NBA today, was the fix in?
Dude.
Wild.
Chauncey, man. And it's poker, and they're talking about x-rays on the tables and contact lenses, and what the fuck, dude? I'm seeing Chauncey in all these Sopranos memes and shit. It's crazy.
I never thought I'd hear La Cosa Nostra and Chauncey Billups in the same sentence in 2025.
I honestly hope that I don't know. I'm just probably dreaming, but I hope it has nothing to do with hoops. I hope he was just a fucking card shark, but he probably threw some games to make some money
pay
back.
Some debts. Well, if he couldn't have looked any worse than Terry Rozier. Some of those highlights, dude. I mean, I'm surprised the FBI didn't show up at his house the night of that game. Holy fuck, dude! That one clip, he's doing a 360 layup and throwing it out to the key to nobody. Bounce passes right to the other team. And then I saw that one tweet, I forgot who it was from. He's told all of his boys to bet the under, that he was coming out of the game early.
Yeah,
gets back to the house after, and they're all there counting 200,000 in cash.
Oh god.
It's man. Honestly though, to real NBA fans, that sucks. That just sucks. I don't want to know about it going on.
And that's the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be plenty more of these coming down the line. That's guaranteed.
I will say this though: anytime something like this happens, the internet is just absolute gold.
It's so funny. It's funny.
I saw one today, need Jokic triple double to hit my 3-legged parlay, and it's first coach to get arrested, Chauncey plus 1,000.
Yeah.
First player to get arrested, Terry. It's It honestly, it does bring out the best of the internet.
I know, and not to get on my pedestal. I mean, we all bet. We all fucking bet. If people sign up for Caesars, which they never do, we get a fucking commission on it. So we're not sugarcoating anything here, but it is out of control. It's out of control. What did you think was gonna fucking happen? There's too much money at stake.
Right. And it's
we're watching FanDuel Sports Network, where we're watching fucking FanDuel Sportsbook Network, and players are betting on the games. What? It's a fucking skit.
Especially NBA. It's how easy is it to bet their first quarter under? And it's hey, I'll go out there and hold the ball the whole first quarter and swing it around. Everyone jam the under. Tough.
Yeah.
Then you just play the regular game after. Same thing with MLB, the first pitch where you can guess strike or not strike. It's how you can't make it any easier to fix the game.
I mean, my takeaway from this is player props are going to be greatly reduced, if even offered at all anymore.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I don't fucking need give me the lines for the games.
I'm waiting on a call back from Chauncey. Just trying to get some insight.
Yeah. Well, I can give you a little insight on someone else.
Go ahead, fire away.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Who's that for those that aren't watching?
Yeah, that's Mr. Steve Eiserman. He wants to talk to Chandler right now.
He's a poker guy too?
No, I mean maybe. If he was, I'd say the players should be allowed to bet. Here's the deal. We don't want to overreact. I don't want to overreact. We're
really?
I don't. I do. I will eventually. I will. There will be a day where I don't let you speak and I just go for 30 minutes. But Right now,
2032.
right now, the Wings are off to a very hot start. First game of the season, Chandler was jumping with joy. Wings get pounded at home. He's so excited to ask me how hot the seat is. That's pretty much why we're back on the show. He just didn't expect the Wings to rattle off 5 in a row. So Red Wings get fucking beat by Montreal, who is actually kind of like looking like one of the better teams in the NHL. They go beat Toronto twice. They go fucking take care of Florida. They take care of Tampa. And then they close it out. Who the fuck did they just beat? Who am I blanking on? I'm missing one. 2 Florida teams, 2 Toronto, and
Edmonton.
blanking.
Edmonton
Edmonton at home. Thank you very much. So Red Wings start 5-1 to start the year. Last night they lose to Buffalo on the road. But the biggest key piece of this, and it's what Wings fans have always wanted, the kids are up. The kids are up, and the kids are balling out. Finney's balling out. Fucking Branson Nygaard's playing well. Axel Sandin Palinka's playing awesome. Fucking Casper is turning into a full-time NHL player. Larkin is arguably the hottest player in the NHL, which is absolutely fucking mind-blowing. They won 2 of the games without Raymond, arguably our best offensive player. And then great goaltending all around. So basically, I want to come here to say this is what the Yzer plan is supposed to look like. You look up and down this roster, and it's a lot of young guys. It's a lot of people Yzerman's drafted, and this is how he wants to build it, a full, solid roster from head to toe. Now, look, it's only 5-2. There's a lot of time for this team to collapse. There's a lot of time for things to go wrong. I'm not saying told you so on the Yzer plan yet. That's way too early. But I do just want you to know, Chandler, he's watching, and he remembers everything you said. And he remembers all the times you're giving me shit throughout this whole year.
Well, you know what? I'm happy for you. I'm happy for everyone. I'm obviously a Wings fan, but
obviously, I don't know how obvious it is.
I don't know how you can say it's too early in year 7 to say the Yzer plan was right. That's been my whole argument. But long and short, I'm happy for him. Hey, I say, hey, if you have young guys, play them just like the Tigers. Bring them up, play them, see what you got. If that's your choice, or if that's the way you're going to build a team, then go all for it instead of signing the holes of the world and the fucking shitty 1 to 3 year contracts that we've signed here the past couple years. You should bring the young guys up and let them play. So I'm hoping they sustain it. I've been watching the Wings. My big question, and you guys would know better than me, is will the goaltending stay as good as it is? It seems like we're outplaying our potential right now in net. Specifically, Talbot seems like he's been playing very good when I've been watching him. So that's my one hesitation is, are we going to get the goaltending that we've got? We've been able to score, except for 2 or 3 week periods the last 2 years pretty consistently. It's, hey, can we be shored up on the back end and more specifically goaltending to ensure that we can sustain this through a full 82-game season?
That's why we got Gibson. That is Yzerman's number 1 signing. That was his marquee goal, was to get John Gibson, and he did, and he got the doors blown off of him night 1. He's been fantastic since. I don't think anybody anticipated Talbot being as good as he was for those 3 games, but he's a veteran. I think it's a very good goalie tandem. I mean, Gibson was signed to do what he's doing. Talbot is just kind of bonus right now.
That's right.
Vets. I'm excited. LGRW. Got to keep it rolling, though. Lost to Buffalo last night. Need the boys to bounce back tonight versus the Islanders. A lot of people are going to be listening to this on Friday morning. You'll already know what happened. You got to bounce back versus the Islanders. You should have beat Buffalo last night. You outchanced them. You got goalied by a rookie. But now you got to bounce back. Don't pat yourself on the back just because you beat Toronto twice in both Florida teams and Edmonton, okay? We're all very excited about 5-1. Look at I'm like talking shit to Chandler, okay? But now you got to go beat the Islanders. Go take care of business tonight on the road. You're on a back-to-back. You're a little banged up. Go get it done, though. Fucking Todd McClellan. Fire him up. Get angry at him. That's what I mean about identity. Dan Campbell, identity. Barking at people. Fucking talking crazy. Biting kneecaps. No one knows what's going on in that guy's head. Todd McClellan. Play fucking hockey. He asked the guys after losing 5-1 in the first week, aren't you guys tired of this? Aren't you tired of this? Aren't you sick of this? Wake the fuck up. I love it. Lalone would have never. Lalone would have said, we'll just got to get pucks in deep.
That's right. That's right. All right. We ready?
I'm ready.
Rocket.
Over under?
Yeah.
All right. This one came up in my household, so it doesn't really pertain to sports. But Lou, over or underrated? Cleaning as you cook. Over or underrated?
I'll say that's underrated. I try my best to do that all the time. I feel like as you go, once you get everything set up, you bring it over to the sink, rinse it off, little soap, put it in the dishwasher. If it's a big pot, scrub it up real quick. I'm going to say that's underrated. It just makes everything so much easier after the fact if you just go along and do it while you're cooking.
Frank.
My wife has taught me many things in this life. One of the number one things is cleanliness is next to godliness. And in that category of things is cleaning while you cook. And it's absolutely the way to do it. It's underrated. It's makes everything so nice when it's time to just eat. And then it's time to do dishes. It's like half done. Absolutely underrated.
All right. Well, hey, we're all thinking the same. Them underrated. There's nothing worse than like stuffing yourself to the gills and then you got to like scrub a big pan or figure some shit out. Like there's shit all over the counter. It's like, hey, do your dishes when you're done. Maybe one big pot for after dinner, but like everything else should be buttoned up. Shit should be put away. Things that aren't being used should be washed. You should be in the home stretch by the time you're done with dinner, not just starting the cleanup for a 15 to 20 minute clean at that point.
Yeah. How about a little home ec for the boys coming back?
There we go.
Growing up.
That's right.
Let's go.
Growing up.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's episode 202. We're back. And who knows? I think we'll be back next week. I just don't want to lie to you like I did a month ago. So, no, we're going to be back. We're going to get back on track here. Yeah. Wanted to plug Pizzo's business right now. If you need holiday lights for the season, you're putting up lights at your business, you're putting up lights at your house, or you're not putting them up, actually. You need someone to put them up. Call the Holiday Lighting Authority. Pizzo is booked like a madman right now because he's doing such a good job. So get on his schedule. He'll get the lights up. They'll look great. You got a business, you got a house, anything. You need to look good. You don't want to hang the lights. Call Holiday Lighting Authority. Go check them out online.
Yep. Keep an eye out on the streets, too. We got our ambulance driving around, emergency magical team. The elves are on it. We got Santa driving in the front seat. So keep an eye out on the road here in Metro Detroit. You might see the ambulance buzzing around. But, yeah, we're rocking and rolling. If you got a farm, if you got a business, if you got a home, and you want to get the lights up on it, give us a call.
'Tis the season.
Tis
all right,
the
boys,
season.
that's it for episode 202. We appreciate you all listening and hanging with us through our inconsistencies. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Go green.
Go white. Later.
See you.